Spills and Thrills with Thomas, the Honeybee Express. Rosie. Rosie is a pretty pink tank engine. She is friendly and chatty and enjoys doing her work. Rosie likes to have fun with Thomas and also likes to help him do his work. Gordon. Gordon is a large tender engine who pulls the express. He is a very fast and strong engine and often uses his strength to help smaller engines in trouble. Harvey. Harvey is a big-hearted, cheerful crane engine. He has a very unusual shape. His crane arm and hook are very useful for lifting cargo and sometimes even smaller engines. Rosie was collecting some barrels of honey from the farm to take to the bakery when Thomas pulled up. "Hello, Rosie," said Thomas. "Are you collecting honey?" "Yes, I'm taking all this lovely sweet honey to the bakery," said Rosie. Thomas loved honey, and when he saw all the lovely sweet honey that Rosie was carrying, he wanted the job for himself. So Thomas cheekily gave Rosie's trucks an extra hard biff. Unfortunately, the biff was a bit harder than Thomas realized. It knocked Rosie off her tracks and knocked a big barrel of honey up into the air. The honey landed with a splat all over Thomas. Thomas didn't mind because he loved honey. "I'll have to wait for Harvey to get me back on the tracks," said Rosie. "That means I'll have to deliver the honey to the bakery then," said Thomas. Thomas was very happy taking the honey to the bakery, but then he passed some beehives, and because he was covered in the honey, the bees began to follow him. Soon there was a whole swarm of bees behind Thomas. "Oh no," said Thomas. "I like honey, but I don't like bees chasing me." Then Thomas saw Gordon pulling the express. Gordon was one of the fastest engines on Sodor. But Thomas was so frightened of the bees, he puffed right past Gordon. "Overtaken by Thomas? Oh, the indignity!" sighed Gordon. Thomas was going so fast, he rattled round a sharp bend and came off the rails. Luckily, it wasn't long before Harvey arrived. "Having a bit of trouble, Thomas?" smiled Harvey kindly. Harvey lifted Thomas and his trucks back onto the rails. Just then, Rosie arrived and thought Thomas looked very funny. "Do you want me to take your honey for you now, Thomas?" she chuckled. "Yes, please, Rosie," said Thomas. "I'm sorry I biffed you. I just really wanted to take the honey." "That's all right, Thomas," said Rosie. Rosie coupled up to the trucks of honey and headed off to the bakery. "Maybe I should go to the washdown," said Thomas. "Good idea," laughed Harvey. So Thomas chuffed off to the washdown covered in honey. "I don't think I like honey anymore," Thomas puffed. The end.